Hey everybody, Joe with Bundle Acres. Hope y'all are doing well. We just got back from the harvest celebration in Fort Knox that was put on by the Stivers homestead, which was great. It was really great to meet regionally local people. Some that we've watched, some that we've learned from already, but to actually meet people in flesh and blood is a very awesome experience to me anytime. But it was also, it kind of reminded me of it was great to get a chance to network and communicate with what works within our region. Homestead of America is great in Virginia. Um, Virginia is obviously, I mean, it's not as far away from us as it was for some people. But what works in Virginia, just in a natural state of what grows out there, is not going to grow in the same way that it does here. And to be with people within our region and to hear experts come in and talk about our region and what they do within our region and issues that are tough within our region was really important and really great. Really enjoyed the bee expert who was from somewhere, and the herpetologist. That's not a thing, I don't think. The agriculture guy that spoke was great. And met so many great homesteaders in our area. And honestly, I don't remember any of their names because that's not who I am. I'm terrible with names. So to meet like-minded people who are dealing with like issues that we are, and to be able to talk about, you know, the water issue in our pond, and to talk with someone who was actually one of the first people that talked about kind of what they were doing and how we were basically modifying our approach to it based off of what they did. And, you know, it's just great. Doesn't sound nearly as groundbreaking as it was. Very excited about what happened, but clearly I think the translation's being lost a little bit. And if you're not into homesteading, I'd try to do the equivalent thinking of when you get together with people in your neighborhood who all have to deal with the same kind of issues that you do. There's a commonality that's really great, and that's the closest thing. If you go to a work conference and people all from your work come together from all around, but they're all sharing the same kind of toils and struggles and trials, and you have an immediate kind of community there, how that kind of feels, and this kind of translates over, and it was a great experience for us. Plus the weather was pretty good. It's obviously gotten a little chilly coming in November, but really wasn't bad, and I'm hoping it holds off because getting married in a week from today on this property behind us, and you know, I'm really hoping this is the weather we have because it won't be unpleasant. I can start a couple bonfires and keep people warm while our ceremony goes on. So and it was just, you know, there's so many ideas you come out of it, and one of my big things in homesteading is to try to break out beyond. There's a part of the homestead community that's very isolated and very isolationist. The idea that they want to create everything for themselves and run this completely independent, line, and be able to take care of themselves completely on their own property. And while if you have a large enough size and you have a large enough people on your property, you can accomplish that. We're at 4 1/8 of an acre. We do not have that capability, kind of just period. And as I try to leverage what we have and what are we doing and how can we network with these other homesteaders and what they're doing, you know, this felt like a very tangible opportunity for me to do so, and kind of a real future look at not just the present but at our future, and what are we going to do and how do we move towards our goals in the future. And it's very exciting. And if you haven't had a chance to connect with local homesteaders in your community, I really hope you look for ways to do that, because it really does make a difference, and it's a huge boost. We're in southern Indiana. We're about 30 minutes north of Louisville, probably 20 minutes north, somewhere in that range. So, you know, it's great to have to kind of find so many that are pursuing the same goals and pursuing the same ideas, and you get a chance to learn from them and share with your successes and learn from their successes and look at how can we leverage what we do together. It's just really big opportunity to me. I have no desire to kind of become like this homesteading monk that lives in isolation from everyone and just comes out into the world to merely show how great my community and myself is, but I have the ability to serve my local community, and this really felt like I was really approaching a visceral way to provide my local community as well as meet a need for myself. So it was huge. I'm rambling a little, so please forgive me. It was great. Single Dad Homesteading, Chris was there, and that was great. Really got to interact with him and interact with just so many great people. Stivers, thank you so much for putting it on. It was huge and really, really helpful and really, really awesome to be a part of. So I hope other homesteaders look for homesteaders in your local area to do something. I would like next year to do something like that, to have people out and to continue to grow this community, and then to see people who are looking at getting involved in homesteading and hoping to be some level of inspiration to them, but really see that there is a growing movement in our culture to move towards this. How do we get back to an involvement with our food, an involvement with our community, an involvement with ourselves? So that's huge. I'm all about community. So that's me. It's my thoughts. Joe with Bumblenakers. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great and wonderful day.